Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. That is seriously, we are getting to very close to the end of the month. Well, I guess we're halfway through it, right? So, I'm gonna let everyone hop on here a minute, get my drink and all that. Hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it is for everyone. How's everyone doing today? Good, good? Put my volume up here. All right. So, we are like officially halfway through this month already. I do not know how that even happened. So, there is that. Hi, Amber. So first also, we must say happy birthday to Amber. Happy birthday, Amber. Her official birthday's on Wednesday, but I did say I was going to say happy birthday to her every week for this whole month, even after. So, hey, Callie. So, yes, so happy birthday to Amber. This week, you know, it's a lot kind of going on in the planets. Today is the moon's in Sagittarius. Hi, Robert. And so, you know, it's all about getting things going, you know, moving around. But also, Venus moved into Libra. So then it's at home in Libra. So it is happy there. So that is about romance. And that can really just even be about relationships and people and stuff like that, too. But also, we have some other things going on too, which will bring up maybe disagreements, or you feel like you have to say what you have to say, and then somebody else feels like they have to say what they have to say, like at the same time. So that's really towards the middle end of the day. So just be aware, be mindful of that. If you start feeling some sort of way, or you're starting to like bicker with somebody, just be like, it's the planets. That's all it is. So breathe. Leave if you have to. Come back to it later. Today's not the day to get into any hot and heavy subjects. Just so you know. FYI for you. And then we have the blue moon in Aquarius is coming on Sunday. Is that the 22nd? Yeah, Sunday. And then we're going to be into Virgo season already. So, lots of energy this week. And I always like to mention it too, just so that you're mindful of it. And know that, you know, it's okay to kind of take a step back and just kind of reevaluate things. Try not to get like so stuck in the emotion of it, right? I mean, it's hard. I'm not going to lie. It happens. But at least we got a heads up, right? So there's that. What else do we have going on? We also have Victoria Constantino tomorrow, 2:30, I'm looking at my calendar, 2:30 Pacific, no, that's wrong, 2:30 Eastern time. And we're going to be talking about her book, Tarot by the Moon, and, you know, just see what else she's working on, what she's doing, just her tarot guidance and whatever else she'd like to share with us. So we have that tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern. And then we also will be doing a fun contest here on Instagram. So I will be announcing that one on Wednesday. Thank you. I thought I wrote it down, and then I just didn't want to mess up the math, then tell people to be here at like the wrong time. So Wednesday, I will be announcing the contest. It's going to be a lot of fun, and make sure to have your notifications on for the page here too, so that when these things pop up, you will be able to see them. What else we have going on? Trying to think. We have so many things. And then also too, I just released a new card for my deck. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out at Stardust Wanderer Tarot right here on Instagram. It is the High Priestess, and she's so pretty. So go check her out. Let's move on to our decks. What decks are we using? I don't know. I grabbed like really big boxes today. So I grabbed the Mystical Manga Tarot. This is a fun one. Yes, I did. The High Priestess. It's on my Instagram, and you have to see her. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. So, it's all in the things. Now look at, this is, look at this. This has got a nice big guidebook. This is this is very, like, not manga, anime type situation here. That's the back of them. So we're going to read with those. And the Oracle deck that I grabbed was the Goddess Oracle. So we'll give that one a go. Another big book, but with the Goddess one, I like to keep the book out because I like to see what it says for the Oracle cards. So yeah, shall we go on here? If I can get it out. Just like, sometimes it's like the one card at the bottom of the box. Look, it's so stuck in there. I'm gonna shake it out. There we go. Got it out. Lakshmi. She was hiding out for us today. All right. Trying to think what else. I feel like there's something else and I don't remember what it was. Maybe it'll come to me. And we have another guest next Tuesday, actually. And then we'll move on to September. We have a lot going on in September, too. Which also happens to be my birthday month. Yay! So, let us just go ahead and get started here. Give these cards a quick shuffle. See what happens. It's actually, like, really... I think we had, like, really summer weather for, like, 5 minutes. It's starting to kind of cool off now again. Like... 2 weeks maybe of actual hot weather. It is nice though. It's nice and sunny. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, not jumping cards. All right, Aries, let's go. Let's do it. So Aries, oh, we got the star. Oh, that's really pretty. So what have you been hoping for? What is it that you have been what is your wish? It's time to start putting that out there and maybe even taking some action steps towards whatever it is that you really, really want. Kind of like, what is it you desire, right? From, if you watch Lucifer, love Lucifer. That's what this is. What do you desire, right? So it's a really pretty card. So think about that this week, and let that guide you. Let that bring you into the week. Like, what is it that you want, and get in that mind space and really harness it and see where it takes you. Because maybe it'll take you somewhere different and you may not even realize that was the direction you were meant to go in, right? Hey, Pamela. So, let's see what goddess we have for you, Aries, this week. Ooh, we have the Sphinx challenge. Ooh, I like that. So for this one, I feel almost like the Sphinx is challenging you to follow your wish, to follow what your heart's desire is. So it's kind of calling you. It's calling you out like, hey, yeah, we got that star card. Well, now you need to do something about it. All right. Ugh, my throat. We have this hot weather, or we don't, but we still get all the pollen and all the fun stuff. So I'm forever fighting my allergies. Let me get a drink. This summer it's been so bad because I think of all the rain. And I do live in the middle of the woods. So there's that. All right. And also, if you'd like me to pull a card for you, I can certainly do that as well. Just put your question in the comments, or if you just want a general card. Whatever floats your boat, and I'll squeeze it in here. Or you can wait till I'm done. Whatever you want. All right, well, we had a jumper, so we are going to go with that. So for Taurus, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this week, it's about your team, Taurus. Who is your team? How is your team working? And maybe it's time for you guys to sit down and see what you can do to strengthen your team. What changes can you make? What can you let go of? We're kind of pre-full moon, right? And so full moon is about releasing. So maybe there's some changes that you need to make just to make you work better and more cohesively. So think about that this week, Taurus, and see how you can apply that to those situations. And that can be, again, that could be like work stuff. That could be even at home, you know, because you're home, you know, your family is kind of a team, right? So that is something to consider and to think about and see what you can do to make it better. Like that's just really kind of the first thing and popped it in, make it better. So what can you do? All right, so let's see here. Hello, hello. Let's see what goddess we have here. Nice. We have the Corn Woman. Nourishment. So I love that, actually. That goes really well with that Three of Pentacles, right? Because it's that earth energy, right? And we have our corn, our earth energy, you know. And I think it's, again, it's just that nourishing it. And like, what can you do to nourish your team? So the goddesses are just sitting here just like, yeah, that's what you need to do. Yep, do that. Sometimes they're helpful, and sometimes they're like, yep, just keep doing what you're doing. And it's all okay. It's okay. So, that brings us to Gemini. Gemini. Where's our Geminis? I have 2 Geminis in my house. Boy. Love them dearly. But the discussions, lots of discussions are always happening here. And then I'm a Libra, so I'm trying to make everything fair. Yeah, it can be interesting sometimes. So we got, actually, for Gemini, the Page of Coins. So I feel like this means for you that there may be a new venture. Yes, Pamela, oh my gosh, you get it. So much talking. I'm like, okay, it's good, we're good. And you walk away and they're still like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, here we are. Pamela gets me. I love it. So Gemini, Page of Coins. I do feel like there's a new venture, money venture coming to you this week. What can it be about? It can be, so for some reason the stocks are jumping in my head. So maybe that has to do with, you know, maybe if you do stock market stuff, it's not really my thing. My husband, Gemini, he loves it. He's all about it, but I don't know. I don't have the patience for it. I mean, it's very interesting, but no, that's when like the ADD kicks in hardcore rather. So Geminis, maybe too, you need to search it out. Maybe this new opportunity is hanging around, but it's time for you to go to it. It's time for you to really see if it's what you want or you don't want, or if it's worth it or not worth it. And try not to like jump in it really fast. Like think about it a little bit. You know, our Page is kind of like our teenager in the deck, right? They want to they see something going on. Yay, let's go for it. Let's do it. And they don't always think it through. And, you know, it's really important because this does have to do with money and stuff to just give it some time and maybe a little extra research, even when that, you know, that Page energy is pulling you in another direction. Resist it. You can do it. Even if you just research a little. Super important. All right, so let's see what the goddesses have to say. The goddesses have been pretty, I don't know, they've been pretty quiet so far. So let's see what they have. So your Nomi. She is Ecstasy. Look at her. Hey, Pam. Hello, hello. So we have Ecstasy. So, you know, this is kind of funny too because we got that Page, right? That Page of Pentacles. And they are all about it. They're all about getting into the things, you know. But I think too, it's like, yes, you can be excited about a new venture, a new thing, but you know, you must research it a little bit. You have to give it that time. So don't get too caught up in that part of it, the newness of it. So let's see, where are we? We're at Cancer now. All right, Cancers. I don't know why. I feel like I feel like it's a lot later than it really is today. And I kept looking, like, I kept thinking it was already, like, it's noon for me, but I kept thinking it was so much later, and it wasn't. I don't know why. Like, it's just one of those days. All right, so now we have for Cancer, we have the Knight of Wands. So Cancers, you know what? It's time. It's time to just start this action, get the ball rolling, harness that Knight energy, because, you know, our Knights are moving, right? That moving energy. So what can you light a fire under and get going? Pam. We have a beloved Cancer, and this is probably not the card they need right now. You know, they are lighting the fires, they are doing the things, and they are moving. And, you know, I feel like, right, mine too. You know what, I think too, it's really important to be mindful, and be mindful of what you're burning, why you're burning it, and not just react those like snap reactions to your emotions. Like, I feel like I need to tell everyone this week to have some patience, just slow it down a little bit. But, you know, and it's kind of funny too, because with all the energy this week, there's a lot of fire and air energy going on. So things are just, you know, there might be just a lot of I don't know, lighting things up this week, I suppose. Lots of that going on, and Cancer's here for it, apparently. So maybe Cancers need to go buy some water, you know, go take a bath, go, you know, wash your hands under cold water multiple times a day, and just take it easy, you know, take it easy. I know, right? Patience, what? You know, and it's really funny because, like, I got Bast, and Bast is about play and taking time to play. So, not play with fire, mind you, because we do have a lot of that fire and air energy going on. But maybe it's time to just take it down a notch and go do something fun. Isn't this like the cutest Bast? Look at him. You know, go do something fun. Go outside. Go, you know, go frolic in the woods. Go, you know, Cancers, I feel like you need to be in some sort of water. That's what I think. But also, you know, make things simple, you know, try to do something. Like, for me, every time I think of something like doing something like, childlike, you know, which it isn't childlike, but coloring. I love to color, and it's so, you know, now they have like the coolest adult coloring books out. Like, I have so many of them. I have some cool Harry Potter ones too, and it's just so relaxing, and it kind of just takes your mind off of it, you know. Oh no. All right, my sympathies to you, Callie. See, but it is Amber's birthday week, so as long as she's going outside and screaming, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so where are we? Leo. All right. So now I got a jumper. Callie, I don't even want to turn this over. Yes, Amber's birthday's on Wednesday, so happy birthday, Amber! All right, here we go. I'm turning it over. Oh my god. Well, we didn't get the cups, but we got another Wands card. With lots of things happening here. So this fire energy is hopping this week. And, you know, here though too, I kind of feel more like it's a controlled fire. And we know, you know, those Leos, that it's that fire energy too. And it's all about controlling the fire, controlling, you know, maybe you're the one that may be putting out the fires this week. Maybe you're the one that may be setting things ablaze that need to be set ablaze, you know? So it's lots of things, all the things, right? Yes, all the things. Hey Patricia. So yeah, so I really kind of think this is a great card for you, Leo. This, and being that we're in the last week of our Leoness, right? Like all the things. Like here we go. We are setting it on fire. And these are like wands, but to me, I kind of feel like they're fireworks. Like that's what's really coming through to me. Like you're just setting them off. Like here we go. Here we go. All right. So there's that. Let's see what goddess we got. It's one of those times I'm like this day I'm like, oh geez, there's like my cards are just gonna go on fire. Like that's where we're at right now, I feel like. All right. Let's see. Interesting. So we got rhythms. So we got Morgan and it's falling. So this is yes. So the Morgan Fay, yeah, rhythms, you know, and I feel like with Leo, you know, you like to, you know, it's that controlled fire, I guess, too, and the rhythm of what you're doing and how you're doing it. And I think it's definitely like, paying attention to that, you know, remember, instead of just like, you know, like with this, lighting them all at once, I feel like it's more like one at a time. Like give each thing its space before you start on something else, right? So I know, and we got Pam's birthdays next week. Yes, oh my God, yes, fire dancing. See, that's what you need to do. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. All right, here we go. All right, Virgos. Let's see. I know. Where is she? Where is Jamie? She's probably doing all the things, lighting all the things up, all her projects and all that. Yes. Yes, Pam's birthday. Thursday, right? Yeah, 26th. So, oh my God, another jumper. Another jumper. Here we go. All right. All right. So Virgo. There are some situations you need to leave behind. It's time to let them go. They're not serving you. They're not doing anything for you. It's time to get rid of the dead weight. And Pam and I had a morning. We had a morning. So these cards are making lots of sense here. But Virgo, yes, you know, sometimes, and I love it too because, look, I mean, again, it's that fiery look, that orange to it, see? Burning it up. We're burning it up. You know, again, that fiery energy, you know, and the swords, right? They're the air element. So that fire and air, right? That's what we have this week. That's the energy of this week. So that's what we need to do. It's time to let it go. Walk away from it. It's not doing you anything but giving you a headache. So it's time to move on. Yes. So let's see what goddess is going to help us out here with this. What goddess we got? Ooh, we got Durga. Look at that. Yes. Boundaries, Pam. I guess I pulled this for you. Boundaries with Durga. So what's really been funny for me too is I've had tigers like popping up for me like crazy. Probably for the last month, I would say. Like nonstop. It's just been all over the place. I know, I do. So it's really funny that, you know, again, and then it's like, again, that fiery, that we got the sun there and all of that. So, boundaries, right? And for me too, like for me, this is personally calling me, like, I feel like I need to do, an altar for maybe Durga or even just a tiger or something, because it just keeps popping up for me like crazy. You know, usually the first time I'm like, all right, the second time, all right. But like literally it's been like probably every week for the last month. So I guess I need to do that. All right. So Libras, what do we have here for you? And we had another jumper. This deck is feisty today. All right, let's see what we got. we have, oh yeah, we have 7 of Pentacles. So, Libras, you know, and really, let me look at I'm going to look at some of these cards here. They have, no, they don't all have. I think it's really funny. Like all the cards that I'm pulling have a lot of these oranges and reds in them. So that's why I'm looking at the deck, because I'm like, not every card has orange and red in it, right? So I really think that's super interesting, actually. Yeah, not all of them do. So again, I think for you, Libras, it's about kind of getting things set where you want them, because you are going to have to make some choices. You are going to have to rearrange some things. And it's, you know, all the options always look great. And, right? All the pentacles, right? I have to like, right? I guess reorganize. I need to reorganize myself because I'm a Libra. So yeah. But yeah, that orange and that red, those colors really are popping up this week too. So I think that's really interesting. And, you know, colors tend to do that for me, especially when I'm reading. Yeah, I'm going to need several naps. So, I think it's, you know, interesting too. Like, what does that color mean for you? Like for me, you know, it is, you know, obviously the fire element, but for me that means like, you know, get moving, start things going, and, or, you know, depending on what I'm thinking about, maybe it's like, all right, you know, I need to burn that up and get rid of it. So I think too, maybe even thinking about maybe what orange and red mean for you this week. And they also can reflect the chakra colors, right? So we have, you know, red is your root chakra. We have orange for the sacral. So that's, maybe that is also too something you can think about. And if that resonates with you, that's also about maybe grounding, rethinking, you know, your boundaries. Again, it's that boundary thing, and just really taking, you know, it's give yourself, you know, do yourself a favor and give yourself a minute and think about that. Like, when do we think about colors? Never, right? We just have them. I mean, unless you're doing something like this, but you know, I think sometimes we don't think enough about that. Like even those colors that are popping up for you a lot, like what do they mean to you? Because that's also maybe some divine sign for you. So let's see what card we got here for Libras. So we have mystery. Interesting. Maybe as you're reorganizing and things are happening, maybe something new will pop up for you. And maybe it's time for you to do that. Or maybe it's time for you also, I think. You know, it's kind of funny because I just said I need to make an altar. Like maybe you are being called to make an altar, you know, because like for me, like the moon's popped out there, you know, like, you know, maybe it is something that you have to look up to a higher source to help you organize yourself, right? I feel like there's lots of explanations here today with these cards. They're not fooling around. All right, so where does that bring us? That brings us to Scorpio. I saw Saphira. Where is she? Over here. I saw my favorite Scorpio hanging around. All right, let's see here. Let's shuffle. I hope they don't all come jumping out at me. Let's go. All right. We actually didn't get a fire card, but we got the High Priestess. There she is. Yes. So you have the High Priestess. Look at that card. Oh, fun. I love this card. This is a really fun deck. I like the images on it. I love it. So Scorpios, you know, it's time for you to I feel like this is more of like tapping into your inner wisdom and trusting that. And also that it's, you know, you have it. You know what you need to do. You know how you need to handle situations. And it's time for you to trust that and really harness that energy and be your own advice giver, right? You know, because our Scorpios, they listen to advice, but sometimes, you know, the snark comes out, and I mean that in the most loving way ever, because I do know a lot of Scorpios. And my husband's actually Gemini with Scorpio rising. Okay, so there's that. So be your guide. Trust yourself. Trust how you're feeling, and do it. Yeah, Amber, exactly. It's time to do it. You know what you have to do. So trust it. So let's see. Yeah, Pamela, right? Right. No, never. No snark ever. Nah. All right. Let's see what we got here. So, oh, we got Bast again. Look at that. I love this kitty. He's so cute. So Bast, you know what? I think too, Bast is kind of calling you. Yes, absolutely. My sister's a Scorpio too. So I feel like Bast is calling you to play because maybe that's how you're going to get your answer, right? Maybe, you know, you're overthinking it a little bit too much, but when you go and you take that time to give yourself a timeout, so to speak, right? And do something playful, then it'll give space for that inner knowing to bubble up for you. I don't know, I like it. I'm here for it, right? So that's where we got Scorpio. Where are we going? Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius. Yes, definitely. That was a good one. I like that. All right. What did I say? Oh, yeah, Sagittarius. All right, let's see. Time down. Time. Yeah. You know, play, timeout, you know. Hey, I think as an adult, scheduled timeouts are not a bad thing. I know. I feel like he's like our mascot for the week. That's what that I'm calling it. Bast is our mascot for the week. So everybody give Bast some love. Let's see. All right. Sages. We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, look at that one. So the Queen of Swords, you know what that cat actually kind of reminds me of is almost like the Cheshire Cat, right? From Alice in Wonderland. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So, good. See, there you go. Queen of Swords, Sag. You know what? It's time for you to speak up. It's time for you, and it may be for yourself or it may be for someone else, right? Maybe you need to actually like put yourself in the Queen of Swords place. Like, yes, it's time for me to say what I mean what I say, and say it, you know, or off with your head, right? No, okay. I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I just did. It popped in my head and off I went. All right, it's fine. It's all fine. So let's see what goddess we got for you. And I will laugh if that cat pops up again. All right. Bass is playing around with us. See, he's like, yes, you are all going to be playing today. Let's see what we got. Oh, so we got Oya for change. Oh, I love that. So by speaking your mind, Sag, and, you know, getting out what you need to get out, that's going to bring about some change that really needed to happen. And here too, you know, I feel like this is that wind, right? So that's that whole air swords element. It's time to move that air and to really start speaking your minds. So there you go, Sag. All right, Capricorn. What do we got for you, Capricorns? Yes. I really think that's a great one for like the swords, for a swords card too. Definitely. All right. So we have the Hermit for you, Capricorn. You know, it's time for you to just take a step back and take some time for yourself. It's time for you to really think about, yes, there you go. It's time to take a step back. It's time to separate yourself from situations. I feel like I kind of see like a wall, like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go back here and do not. Yes. There you go, Pam. Exactly. And observe. I feel like this is an observing card for you, Capricorn. Like, it's time for you to kind of see how things are going, see what the flow is, and see how it's working and how it's not. but it's not time for you to actually take big steps right now. Just stay in that observing mode for a little while. So, done. All right, so that brings us to Pakyama. Pakyama. Yes, love her. All right. And it's healing, holing, and holy. So, for me, that's earth, that earth energy, right? Pakyama is all about that. And I butcher names. You know what it is I say things in my head a certain way and it's not right. Like I think I have my own language. And sometimes when I try to say it the right way, it doesn't work. So that's why I butcher names. Like I'm giving you my deep dark secret of why that happens. And I can't help it. So yeah. So I feel like this too, is about grounding, getting outside and grounding because, you know, and that Hermit, right? That's kind of a grounding card as well. And I think that's really goes well together because maybe it's time for you to just separate, go outside, chill out for a little while, and just observe situations or, you know, think about them, but not being in them just from like an outsider's view. So that brings us to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. If you, also too, whoa, almost through that whole deck. Okay. If you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. Just put it in the comments too. So Aquarius, let's see. Let's see what we got cooking for you. Because lots of stuff happening. Very busy. These cards are just busy. So for this one is what is this? Oh. We got cups. Look at. So 7 of Cups. Isn't that so cute? And so this week, I think it's about gathering. And I think it's about sharing knowledge. It's about, you know, but keeping it simple, you know. I feel like keeping it, you know, open and lighthearted and fun. I think that's really what it is. Like share and, you know, connect with people. You have a lot of things to share with people. You have a lot of knowledge. And I think, you know, going maybe out of your way to let somebody know too that you're thinking of them. Maybe it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a really long time. So that is something to kind of think about and think about what can you do to kind of keep that good flow of energy moving and keep that community flow going too. Yeah, Robert, I will do that right after this goddess card. So, let's see. We have Illusion. Maya, Illusion. So, I think that's really interesting too, actually, with that, because I think by keeping that like open, lighthearted flow and sharing with others, that it will keep I feel like it'll keep like the happiness there. It'll keep that lighthearted energy there. And not that it's actually like an illusion, but it's one of those things that sometimes, you know, when a situation is a little heavy and you just kind of start putting lighter energy into it, you know, it'll slowly change it. So I think that's really what it is. It's like you're kind of in the process of keeping that flow going, and that it will change even if people are a little resistant to it too, you know. So, all right, let's pull a card for Robert. All right, Robert, let's see what we got. Whoops. All right, another jumper. These cards are just all jumping out today. So, Robert, we got the Hermit for you. So this week, I think is about for you is just taking a step back, planning. You know, I think this is a really good planning card too. And since we are moving into this full moon soon, think about things that you can release and let go of. What isn't, you know, what's working for you, what's not. If it's not working for you, start moving away from it. Start taking steps to, you know, get, you know, either make, stop what's going on, or maybe you need to make new steps to go in a different direction. But I do feel like this week it's kind of like that taking stock, right? Like you're checking your mental pantry and what's going on in there, what needs to be refilled, what is no good anymore. That's what you need to do this week, Robert. Clean out your mental pantry. I don't know why that like totally popped in my head too. That was good. I like that. I gotta try to remember that one. All right, so there you go, Robert. Moving on to Pisces. Let's get to our Pisces. All right, let's see. All right, Pisces. For you this week, we got a lot of that watery energy there. So we have that 9. Yes, you're very welcome. So 9 of Cups. You're almost there, Pisces. You're almost to the end where you want to go. You see the end is in sight. And you almost want to just kind of like start, slacking a little bit. Like, oh, I'm almost there. It's fine. This card I feel like is reminding you, no, you're almost there. Keep going. Keep, stay the course. Don't move. Don't, stray. Don't take any hard lefts. Just keep going because you're so close to where you need to be. So now it's all about the fine tuning, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. That's what I have for you, Pisces. And then that brings us to the Goddess card. Now we got Durga again. So I feel like maybe it's about you setting some boundaries this week because you are so close that you need to send some boundaries. No problem. I got that, Sarah. So maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to set some boundaries because that's kind of straying you from your course and that's distracting you and keeping you from what you need to do. So that's it. Yes, Pamela, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just like Dory said. That's what we got to do. And I think that maybe that, again, those boundaries, maybe looking at that and seeing if there's somebody really distracting you and keeping you from what you need to be doing for sure. Yes. All right. So let's pull a card for Sarah. And they want to be shuffled. Does anyone talk to their cards? I'm always talking to them cards like, all right, fine. Let's go. Or maybe I'm talking to myself. I don't know. Maybe it's an excuse. Who knows? But I do. I talk to my cards all the time. All right. Let's see. All right, I'll get you next, Saphira. So the moon. So Sarah, the moon we have for you. I'm looking at that lobster is just crawling right up her there. The moon is all about the unseen, right? Or it could be maybe this week too, things that have been hidden are going to be revealed to you. Or something isn't what it seems. I think it really depends on the situation, and it's something to be mindful of and to keep an eye out. And, I think sometimes when this shows up too, like you already know kind of what it is, but it's like, you're like, nah, we're not dealing with that. It's going to pop up again and maybe really thinking about, really dealing with it. You're going to have to kind of nip it in the butt. And also too, again, it's that full moon in this weekend too. So maybe it's about these things are popping up because they need to be released. So that is some, a couple things to think about this week. And, they don't all necessarily have to be like big, horrible things like, oh, life, but sometimes those little things, can snowball. So I think that's what you really need to pay attention to this week, are those little things that are popping up for you. So... all right, Saphira, stick to healthy dietary choices. Yes. It's hard, Saphira. It's hard. Damn it. I totally got that. Oh, we got this. This card popped out. So this is a really interesting card that popped out. Yes. It's time. Yes, Sarah. It's time to just... let it be revealed, and you know what? Release it on this full moon. And this is a blue moon, too, in Aquarius. so it's the second Aquarius moon that we have, and that emotion, that emotions and that watery, time to let it go. So Sapphira, I got Temperance for you. How funny is that, right? For you, it's about balancing things out. Really what I'm getting is like, don't withhold stuff from yourself, because when you feel like you can't have it, or, it's not allowed to be had, then you want it more, right? And I'm exactly the same way, let me tell you. So I think for you, it's really about the balance. It's like, don't make yourself feel like you can't have it. You can have it, Amber. It's like you can have it, but just maybe a little bit of it, right? So make sure it's coming up. Has this been popping up for you? But I just want to look at this card real quick. What does she have? Oh, there's a lot of things happening in this card. Oh no, those are the jars. The jars are like, they're kind of like interesting looking. See, they're kind of, you see my light. I didn't know that was the jar at first. Yeah, and I really do think though it really comes down to feeling like you're missing out on stuff. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the minute that happens, right? I mean, come on, it's all of us. So, level it out, eat something healthy or stay on your healthy, whatever, but make sure you carve out a little bit so that you can have whatever it is that you want, that snack or whatever. And I think I think it's like a mindset too, and how you're looking at it. It's just because you can't have, obviously, we want like a huge piece of cake, right? But it's really important, like, no, you could still have the cake, but you're going to have half of what you usually have, like half it, and I feel like that's almost like a temperance thing too. Like you got this half and that half, maybe, still have those things you want to have, but always half it, and not have the whole thing, only have half, and then fill that other half with something that's healthy or a whole bunch of water or something like that. Right. So try it out, see how it works. Or be mindful of it anyway, right? And, I know that for me too. Like when I'm like, I can't have this or I can't do that, I wanted so much more, and then it's a problem, So it's always about just, making sure, and I do that. Like, all right, well, I'm gluten-free, so I'm kind of restricted myself. I'm restricted anyway, but, say that there's some really yummy gluten-free cookies, right? Of course I'm gonna have, I'll have one. I won't have 5, but I'll have one, and make me drink a ton of water, or drink a ton of water before and then eat it, something like that. I think you need to play around with that a little bit and really change your mindset on it. And not that you're restricting it, but also, why are you doing it? When you want to really start snacking or going after it, then why am I not going to eat all of these? Why am I not going to eat a full portion? And then sometimes too, that kind of snaps you back a little bit, right? Or take a bite and walk away from it, eat it in like 20 minutes or something like that. Like, make it last a little longer if you can. So there's that. No problem. I feel you. I'm right there. I've been doing like the fasting and stuff, which has gotten a lot easier over time. So, but that's how I look at it. It is. I'm just like, okay, I could still have it, Whatever. Oh my God. That's so funny. Eat it all. Eat it all. No, don't eat it all. You're doing good though, Pam. So you have a little leeway there. All right, so does anyone else want a card before we wrap it up today? Make sure to join me tomorrow for my chat with Victoria Constantino, and she's the author of Tarot by the Moon. Yes. Oh, I love him. Look, there he is. Look how cute he is, right? Gotta have some Grogu. He helps me. He helps me out. So Tarot by the Moon. We have that is her book we're going to be talking about tomorrow, and we will be here at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, and then it will be 2:30 our time. Yeah, or my time, Eastern time. Jeez. I'm not talking about any time today. It's not working. Yes, thank you. I know, he's so cute. So I think we're all set here. Wednesday, we are also, I'm going to be talking about our contest that we're going to have, and it's also Amber's birthday. Thank you for being here today, and go check out my card over at Stardust Wonder Tower because it's really cool. I love it. And I'll see you later. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.